basis of an awful lot of the articulate, measured all the joints on cadavers way ahead of anybody else in the world. He was over at the BSO, the British School of Osteopathy in London, and he saw a fellow do this technique, and his comment was, I wouldn't do that to a dog. The technique was called the dog technique since. Okay? So it's the basis of the high velocity thrust that an osteopathic chiropractor would use. We're going to use it as an articulation technique, a grade 4 mobilization. And you'll find you'll get some cavitation, so don't be frightened by it. But to do it well as a high velocity is an awful lot harder than it actually looks. So I'm going to show you the technique now. I know he's filming, you probably want to be on this side to see what I'm talking about. So the setup, can I get you to come closer to me? Bed height is important. If you're at a bad position, you're not going to get the vectors in the right direction. You're going to hurt yourself at least. So you're going to take your client's 2 arms and crisscross them that way. And then you're going to be putting your chest up on top of his upper arm, or his crossed arms like that. Okay, so the technique. Putting your hand onto his scapula, and as you step back, he rolls over. You're going to put a number of different grips available. A flat hand, and the SPs, his SPs are going to go into it like that. A hand like that. There is actually rubber implements available as well. A closed fist, or sometimes called a pistol grip, where they're going to be onto the transverse processes, and the SPs are in the middle as well. So there's a number of different grips. And a bit depends on the strength of your hand and the person who's going to be on top of it, because you are going to click your own hand, or cavitate your own hand as well, and over time you might do some harm. So try a couple of different grips, but flat hand is marginally effective as well. So let you relax, just roll him over to me. Bring my hand underneath his thoracic spine, and give me flat hand grip there like that. I won't let you fall. So literally his SPs are along here. I roll him onto my hand. And the secret is he folds fully onto my hand. I stand up and I stand back down. Can you see while I change my position, I've now flexed him. So then I can just push gently in that position. Facet angle, going to be that sort of a direction. And we get some articulation occurring. Now if you just stay at the barrier here, can I get you to bring one of your knees up to my shoulder, doesn't matter which. And back down. And then the other one. And back down. First one again. And back down, and the last one, and let's relax. Often there's a little cavitation through that position alone, just as they are relaxed first of all, because they're not so tense, but they're articulating their own spine, and that can cause a little mini cavitation or opening. Now just to show you what the high velocity looks like, take up the slack and you get up here, get your planes in the right direction, and you're just going, leaning and basically going that way. And the force is, sorry, I won't drop you, is on top. So I'm holding back, I'd say it's about T4, so I'm operating or gapping between T3 and T4. So above my hand is where I'm directing that force.
Where are the TPs on your fingers, sorry?
I won't let you fall. So the SPs are here, so the TPs are there. They're,
okay.
Yeah, the thenar eminence and my rolled up, my knuckles are on the TPs. So again, what you can do is put it into position and then you can just wiggle in them. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, just by wiggling like that, often you'll get the movement. It's the technique that the most litigation against chiropractors in the world are, because it looks easy and they're putting an explosive force in there, and what, if you watch, just to try and demonstrate it better, my force is going that way. If I go that way, there's no place, that's doing the same as you're pushing that way. You're going to, the force goes into the ribs. If there's osteoporosis or anything sinister there, they're going to break. So it's all about getting the force to stretch. It's stretching long ways in the facet plane as opposed to squeezing. Okay?
Would you be using that to unlock a very hypermobile area in the thoracic spine?
Hypomobile, not hyper. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, jammed up or immobile segments, usually using the legs as a technique, or even just waiting under it and shifting your weight. Use the breathing to get in a little bit deeper, but don't, if you're applying a rocking or a grade 4, just work with the breathing, not as they breathe in, pushing. Because again, the force has to go somewhere. It will go for the most fragile area, of course, unfortunately. Okay?